हम बात कर रहे हैं लाइफ प्रोसेस का क्लास 10 का जो चैप्टर है 6 एनसीईआरटी का। हम एनसीईआरटी का चैप्टर का पूरा में देखने वाले हैं कि क्या है क्या नहीं है इस चैप्टर में लाइफ प्रोसेस में। तो लाइफ प्रोसेस स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो लाइफ प्रोसेस में बेसिकली आपको इस बात का ध्यान रखना है कि आप जो भी करते हो अपनी जिंदगी में अपने आप को सर्वाइव करने के लिए, अपने आप को स्टे करने के लिए, आई बेसिकली ट्राई टू से इन लाइफ प्रोसेस दैट what are you try to do anything. It means from your taking a bath, going to a market, eating food, respiration, breathing, anything, transportation, locomotion, anything you do, that all come under the term of a life process. Simply, I just want to say that. So if someone asks you what you do in your daily basis, all the living things perform certain life process like growth. Everybody day by day increasing, growing something, maybe in their lifestyle, maybe going day by day, gaining their height, day by day, they are gaining their maturity day by day. So they all under the terms of life process. Expiration, respiration, and circulation. Circulation means we do a blood circulation. That is a part of life. So they all terms come under the topic of a life process. So all the process like respiration, digestion, this together keep the system alive and perform the job of body maintenance. Process like respiration, digestion, and which together keep the living organism alive and perform the job of a body maintenance. The things that helps you to survive in this earth is come under the term of a life process. Now, example of a life process. What things come under the life process? Growth, digestion, respiration, circulation, and excretion. These all came under the term of a life. Everything comes. So, first point coming out basis, you need something. What you need? You need nutrition of a life. So, first we are going to discuss the term nutrition. Nutrition. The whole process by which organism obtains all about organism getting their food. So, organism get food. Either there are two types of organism, maybe one. So how plants get nutrition? So plants get their nutrition. It means plants make their own food. Auto means self and crop means self nutrition. How they get? If they can make their own food, it means plants can prepare their food by the help of photosynthesis. Now, how animals get nutrition? The animals are heterotrophs. Animals are heterotrophs. So hetero means other and troph means nutrition, means other nutrition. So they cannot prepare their own. We cannot prepare their own food. We depends on another. So it depends on plants and animals for their food. So they are heterotrophs. Now coming to the point of mode of nutrition. So there are two modes of nutrition. One is autotrophic modes of nutrition and another is heterotrophic modes of nutrition. So the conclusion comes what is autotrophic modes of nutrition and what are heterotrophic modes of nutrition. So autotrophic modes of nutrition means auto means self and trophic means nutrition. Self trophic means nutrition. So auto means self. You say automatically. Self doing their own. So kind of nutrition organic material. So someone asks you what is organic material. So you say organic material. Organic material means organic material such as carbon dioxide, water are utilized to prepare organic photo by the process of. So in autotrophic plants generally do this type of nutrition. This type of content only see in plants. Yeah, blue green algae. What they do? They make their own food by the help of photosynthesis, and so they are called autotrophic nutrition. And organisms are called autotroph. So, बच्चे, the points come in front of that how they make their food by the help of carbon dioxide and water. So another point come in front of us. What is heterotrophic mode of nutrition? So kind of nutrition in which in organisms do not possess the ability to synthesize their own food. In which organisms cannot make their own food. They depend on others. They depend on shelter so that they get something to serve for the feed. So they are heterotrophic mode. Example, animals and fungi. So they are doing the autotrophic mode of nutrition. I hope right now Till now, you got clarification. Clear? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Now coming to the another page. So the question come in front of us that how autotrophic modes of nutrition work. The organisms which carry are called autotrophs. So those organisms which carry autotrophic nutrition, it will self-make properties, just like carbon dioxide, water, so they are called autotrophs. Examples are green plants. Why green plants? Because they have a own pigment. They have a chlorophyll. They have a chloroplast. So can they make their own pigment? It means they have a plasma. So see, autotrophs use simple organic material. What is organic material? Carbon dioxide and water. Convert into complex and high molecules carbohydrate that we call a starch. We call a starch, and that we call STAR. Wait, I'm writing it. CARCH. So that we call a starch. It means they material and convert into complex food, and that complex food are called starch, and simplest food are called glucose. So remember that the simplest food. So you say that simplest food is thing they are just a glucose, and glucose is also known as sugar. So sugar and glucose are, and complex food are starch. So now the autotrophic nutrition is fulfilled by the process by which autotrophs take carbon dioxide and convert this into carbohydrate in the presence of chlorophyll, right? And this process is called photosynthesis. So equation of this process is that they take 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 12 molecules of water, and in this way, what they do in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. So chemical formula of glucose is C6H12O6. So this is the chemical formula of glucose, and they release oxygen and water. Plants means trying to say they take carbon dioxide and release what they release oxygen and water. Now another question comes during photosynthesis. What are the basic requirements there? So the basic requirement is sunlight, chlorophyll, sunlight. Why? Because chlorophyll absorbs sunlight. And chlorophyll means green pigment of a plant, and that green pigment of chloroplast due to chloroplast. Due to chloroplast, plant has a. Now coming to another point, you see, you may observe that and oxygen is released through stomata. Someone asks you how carbon dioxide gets into plant. So they get to the stomata. And how stomata? Basically, what is stomata? See, this is a leaf. So if this is a leaf and this is a vein, so what actually happened here? You may observe. You observe that there is a small pore in it, and that small pore are called stomata. And what stomata do? Stomata, the function of stomata to do a exchange. They help in exchange of a gases. They help to exchange of a material. As like this, the water droplets you see early morning, there is a water droplets on a leaf. How they come outside? They come from stomata. They come out from stomata. Now coming to another point, water and water dissolved minerals. So as we all know that plants take water, as this is a plant, and the plants take water from a root. Accordingly, they from a root they not only take water, from a root they take nitrogen and phosphorus. And we all know that nitrogen helps in the increasing the height of a plant. So if someone asks you what plants take from a root, so plants take from a root water and minerals in the form of nitrogen and phosphorus, etc. So which mineral plants take from roots from a land? They take nitrogen and phosphorus. That helps to giving the good state. So site of photosynthesis means where photosynthesis takes place. The chloroplast Does contain chlorophyll, it means green pigment, that is called plastic. That is called plastic. So there are so many types of plastic. As tomato is red, has plastic. There are so many colored parts of the plant. The colorful parts of the plant is called plastic, and the chloroplast is a leaf, and leaf is a grain. Okay, so that we call it a plastic. This is a place where photosynthesis takes place. So we call it as a site of photosynthesis. Site of photosynthesis. Now, main agents of photosynthesis. What happened during photosynthesis? The absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. By the chlorophyll, sunlight is absorbed, and conversion of how chemical energy, because we all know that here is a chemical reaction takes place. How is a chemical, this is a chemical reaction. So how they take place? This is a chemical reaction. How they take place? They so now absorption of light energy by chlorophyll, conversion of light energy chemical energy, and help in kind of water into hydrogen and oxygen, so that we and we take oxygen. So first thing what they do absorption of light energy. The first point clear we can. They reaction, it means they convert light energy into chemical energy and split, yeah, break water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen, and that oxygen is coming out from the stomata, tiny pores. After that, we take that oxygen. So reduction of CO2, carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide will get converted into carbohydrate with the help of hydrogen. So this is happening in the main events of photosynthesis. Now another point comes. Will you tell me what you think? What is stomata? So stomata is nothing. It's a teeny pore present on the surface of a leaf, and that teeny pore is protected by the layer that is called guard cell. So someone protect that teeny pore. So you say that teeny pore, stomata pore, are protected by a guard cell. Protected by a cell. They protect stomata teeny pore. Another point. If someone asks you what are the function of these stomata, so first function, exchange of gases, O2 and CO2, loss of large amount of water vapor during transpiration is taken through stomata. So here is the structure of this stomata. So this is the layer that protects stomata is generally a guard cell. What we call it is a guard cell. I hope you got it.
Yes, sir.
So we discuss everything about stomata, what happening in the photosynthesis and what they do. So now another topic come in front of us, heterotrophic nutrition. So there are three types of heterotrophic nutrition animal can take. First nutrition is hormone, second is spirophytic, and third is parasitic. So what are they? We study one by one. So first we study about parasitic. Parasitic is what? Parasitic live inside or outside of other organisms, host or derive nutrition from it. It means as you are a organism, living organism, animal. As we are human beings, you see mosquito come to our surface, to our body part, and they inject. So mosquito when come our body, they are a host and they inject something. It means parasitic mode of nutrition taken their food from a living organism. Now, what spirophytic do? Spirophytic nutrition do fix their food from a dead and decaying material, as like mushroom. And what holozoic do? They first stick inside the food and they store the food, and then the food gets break down inside it, and after that they this food as a form of energy. Same thing we do, giraffe do, elephants do. They directly ingest the food. Animals take in solid food. We take solid food and break down inside the body. And who break down that food inside our body? That food is break down with the help of HCl, hydrochloric acid that is present in our stomach. So this is the basic part that I teaches you today of the what about the hologic nutrition, heterophytic nutrition, and photosynthesis. Everything what is in the topic. So here we have something that we concluded that this is the part first of